What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Cleverus.
We have a new trailer for Netflix's Jupiter's Legacy. We get Nerdy Nightly.
We thought we'd share it with you.
Yeah. That is right. Welcome back to another trailer reaction here on Das Nerdy Nightly. We are going to be watching a trailer for an adaptation of Mark Millar and Frank Quitely's Jupiter's Legacy coming soon to Netflix. Mm-hmm. I have seen panels from this comic.
Okay.
But I've never read it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm kind of surprised because I love Mark Millar and I love Frank Quitely, and they're both so talented that,
you're like, why haven't I read this yet?
I just, there's a lot of graphic novels in the world, okay?
Yep, that's
and,
fair.
you know, it's hard to keep up with everything else when I have to keep up on my Aquamans.
Of course. You're so right.
Have you ever even heard of this property before?
No, you not before you mentioned it to me.
I'm very excited to show it to you then. Let's get into this.
All right.
This will be fun.
Don't you remember the island? And what we had to do to earn these powers?
Oh, cool.
90 years. 90 years, and what do we have to show for it?
We've made a difference, Shell.
What was Dad like when he was younger?
Nothing ever rattled him faster.
The man I knew was never at home when I was a kid. Too busy saving the world.
Brandon, Chloe, everything you do is a reflection on this family. You have to be the ideal.
No one can live up to the ideal. Not even Dad.
They're not even close to being ready. And I'm doing everything I can to keep this family from falling apart.
Well, it's not working.
It used to be that you protect your country. They call you a hero.
The world is changing. So I guess we're gonna have to change with it.
I don't know whether I can do this anymore. You do the right thing, somebody dies. You do the wrong thing, somebody dies.
So what would you do if you were the one calling the shots?
May 7th. Oh my gosh.
That's less than a month away.
Yeah, that's right around the corner here. Holy crap. Wow, okay. All right.
So I'm assuming that guy is Jupiter and his kids are his legacy, and that's Jupiter's legacy.
You nailed it.
Okay.
I'm assuming. I don't think because not all of the like new era of superheroes are his kids, right? Like
No. I know, and I don't mean that, but it just seemed like they were kind of superheroes, but also like rebellious teenagers who maybe didn't always do the right thing.
Yeah.
Or, well, it's hard because it's, well, I'm sure the right thing is very complicated.
When you have superpowers, the right thing is always complicated.
Yeah, for
Which
sure.
is why I think these stories work so much, right? Like why there can be so many different superheroes and so many stories is that if you enhance any person beyond a normal person, their actions and their decisions have higher stakes, and their consequences of their decisions are higher.
Yeah.
And so it just makes for good soap opera storytelling.
Totally.
Although I want to call it like this looks visually so much better than I thought a Netflix series was going to look.
Yeah, for Netflix, I gotta say, pretty spot on. You know, I feel like a lot of people kind of put their best foot forward in a trailer, for sure. And it happens with shows where sometimes the budget for the first episode, the pilot is like, wow, and then it's kind of like, well, okay, but whatever they showed us there looked great.
I feel like the pilot syndrome doesn't happen, financial pilot syndrome. What we're talking about is the first episode of an episode. The first episode of a series called the pilot, and sometimes on television, those can have much higher budgets than the rest of the series. Mm-hmm. I don't find that as often in streaming shows. I feel like streaming shows do a better job stretching their budget across the whole series to make it have a bit more of a unified look.
Yeah, that's fair.
This has things like the costuming. The costuming in this looks very really exquisite.
Cool. Yeah.
I've seen these panels, and I know that like this is a really they managed to bring to life some difficult costume work by Frank Quietly. It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Here. I also just think that like we're in an age where that was a really good trailer for a superhero show, but there's a lot of superhero shows going on, mm-hmm. so I don't know how much interest there's going to be in this. I'm definitely going to watch it, but like I still watch all the CW shows, so...
Yeah. Well, I think kind of like what they have going for them is, it's like a 90 years later kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Where,
yeah, it's a different vibe.
Yeah, which I'm kind of into. I think it's a really smart idea. I'm interested to see how, obviously there's a group that got like powers, and then they had kids, and their kids also have powers. So mm-hmm. kind of how does that work, and how is that going to?
Why are their kids? How did they get powers 90 years ago, but their kids are like 17?
Well, maybe they didn't have kids right away, or their kids have also stopped aging.
Obviously.
I mean, like, but also they don't look like they're like 120, right? So they clearly either age slower or not at all.
So their kids might have had like a nightmare childhood where they were 6 for like 20 years.
Oh my god. No. I feel like it's
You're
probably
so smart, but your limbs still don't work right. You got like little baby arms.
No, I feel like the easiest version of that is you just kind of stop growing at some point. Like
right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I don't know.
That's the vampire thing they always do,
mm-hmm.
or not the vampire, the werewolf thing from Twilight, right? Where they're like, well, Jacob will stop aging at 25 for a long time, and you're like, okay, sure. Whatever.
I feel like it's a pretty common trope.
Yeah. It's in a lot of things. I don't know. Or in the movie, was it In Time or About Time? The Justin Timberlake movie where everyone's 25, but you can like trade time with people.
Yeah. You always look 25 or whatever it is.
Yeah, that movie. I remember that movie being amazing, but I also remember not being sober. So I wonder if we went back and watched that now. I remember that movie being amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My friends and I...
But...
We ingested a substance, and then we went to that movie on opening night, and we were like, this is the greatest film ever.
Yeah, your mm-hmm. view of it is definitely skewed.
So I would love to watch that one again at some point in my life. I probably won't. Anyway, back to Jupiter's Legacy. I'm super into this. I think it's unfortunate that it's going to, if my math is right, and I might be a little bit off by a week, but this is going to drop the same week as the finale of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I believe. Which is a little unfortunate for this. I feel like the hype around like superhero fandom is definitely going to be over like a finale instead of like this like 10 to 13 episode season that drops all at once that people can't get through right away.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it'll just be more digestible, easy to talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. It also might end up being one of those things where not a lot of people watch it the day it comes out,
mm-hmm.
and then in the next week or two, people go pick up a Netflix show and this is what they watch.
I don't know. I think we should do some spoiler chats for this. I think we should add this to our list of spoiler chat shows.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun. I'm into it.
If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, please hit the dislike button. Please keep writing mean things about us in the comments. We are compiling them for a video that we're going to make later. Because honestly, we just think it's hilarious.
It's great.
Also, the algorithm is hungry, so please feed her. We are on the hunt for 1,000 subscribers. We picked up 120 subscribers in the last day. That was wild. Thank you so much to everyone who has shown up and hit the subscription button. Yep. But if you could, join us. We're so close to the YouTube Partner Program. We have all of our other requirements. That's the only one we have left. So it's almost within our grasp.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can also follow us over on Twitch. What do you do over there?
I stream the Vidya Games.
The Vidya Games?
Yes.
The Vidya Games?
Exactly. I'm going to be playing some Witcher today. I also stream Skyrim, and I'm right now doing my very first Pokemon Nuzlocke.
It's hilarious. She cried after she lost her first one.
I didn't cry.
You did.
No.
You did. You can catch me over at twitch.tv/nerdynightly. I'm currently nuzlocking every single Pokemon game with hardcore Nuzlocke rules. I haven't cried yet, but I have. I have looked defeated.
No, I'm pretty sure you cried at the end of the 36-hour stream.
Not because of the Nuzlocke, though. I won.
You won. You cried of joy.
Yeah, I cry tears of joy far more often than I cry. No, I cry a lot. As always, my name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clyro.
Do something nerdy tonight. Bye.
Bye.